Hey guys, what's up? This is Radioactive Rat, and this is my AGDQ 2017 submission, and this is Space Ace we're playing. Um, this game is actually pretty bad, and I'm playing on the J version because apparently I play better on the J version than the US version for whatever reason. The gameplay is the same either way, both versions. So anyway, first level here, there's not a whole lot to explain with the first level. We're just gonna dodge a lot of things in this game in total. Right now we have our main boss guy, the blue guy, his name is Borf. We have him trying to shoot at us and he's trying to kill us. We don't want that, so we gotta dodge his lasers. And he's shipped things here, you know, they're shooting lasers at us. Alright, so pretty much with this game, everything's a one-hit kill, so if something touches you, that's not supposed to touch you, like an enemy, whatever, you're gonna die, and it's not very pleasant. There are no checkpoints in this game, so you're back to the beginning of every stage, every time, when you die. But, you know, let's press on, do this game, get this run out of the way. So anyway, first level, not too hard, it's kind of sort of introduction, like, hey, you know, you gotta dodge things, and this is, you know, this is how the jumping mechanism works. The jumping mechanism in this game is actually a little bit weird. I'll get to that in a little bit. Here's Space Maze. Space Maze, you need to memorize where you're going to get to the next level. There's no map for Space Maze. Those purpley pinkish portals are levels that you haven't been to yet and beaten. So anyway, level 2, you kind of want to move out of the way as quick as you can and get to a little safe spot, otherwise the bunny kangaroo guys will take you down and actually throw you off a cliff with them. Pleasant, right? Anyway, so, you know, once again, you're just dodging. I mean, I know this, like, you know, auto-scroll every game, whatever, except for the maze parts. Those you actually do control where you're going, but there's a certain way I go to get through all the levels, so I know I've gone through all the levels in Space Maze. So anyway, as I was talking about with the whole jumping thing and the time, there's a lot of time jumps in this game too to avoid getting killed. Like for right here, I jumped right about there, and if I would have jumped any sooner or later, I would have been grabbed by that guy and I would have started the level all over again. And like I said, starting levels all over again is not usually the greatest thing ever. So anyway, with the jump in this game, the longer you hold the jump button, the farther you'll jump. The shorter you hold the jump button, the shorter you'll jump. You kind of have to get used to that because it's kind of back and forth with this game. It's not all short jumps, long jumps, it's like all in between. You have to be precise with your jump in. Also for right here, for this energized section, you see you're kind of all big and buff now. This is what happens when you energize. You actually have a laser gun. I guess it's a laser gun that you use to kill enemies. You kill them for points. It counts a lot more if you're doing 100% for this game, but we're not doing 100%, we're doing any percent. 100% is actually a lot more difficult, so be glad I'm not doing 100%. So anyway, after a certain time, your energize goes away and you're back to yourself before. And you know, you're just dodging those guys again. There's also, yeah, you can jump over that little part there. Now, as you saw the screen flicker right there, if I would have jumped again with a spot where the screen flickered, it would take me to like a little bonus section, and those spinny color circle things that you see on the ground. Usually those bonus levels have them in them, but it's like different colors. It's not all the same. But those spinny color things right there, there's actually a difference with them. The green ones, those are the ones we really want in this game, other than the extra lives one, which are silver gray color, but we don't see them till later. The green ones you want because they actually makes you more powerful in your energized state. And also too, if you hit those green bubbles, it's instant death. But anyway, the blue color, entirely not sure what it does. From what I read somewhere, it's supposed to help replenish your shield faster if you hit walls in the Space Maze, but I mean, it's kind of pointless to have, so you want to grab the green instead of blue. And for this section here, you're just waiting and just dodging things. You gotta immediately move up there, otherwise you'll get shot by that guy, that alien dude. So right here I'm kind of sort of playing hopscotch in a way, because you have to wait for the level to get to where it needs to be before it starts its like blue wall wave, as they call it. I'm not entirely sure what these things are called. So you just jump over them like that, and there's also a part coming up actually where they all like appear out of like in random spots, but it's always the same if you were to die. The spot I'm standing in now is the safety spot for now. There's a couple of spots you can stand in. Also, if you really feel risky, you can kind of dance around them a bit. But I don't do that because I don't trust the game not to kill me magically out of nowhere. Because the game will do that, by the way. So you have this alien guy shooting you, and his foot is only on the platform. The rest of him is just kind of floating there. We're almost at the end of the stage too, thankfully. This stage is actually not that bad. There's also some safety lives in this stage too. It's in the bonus section, but I didn't grab them, but I will be grabbing them in the run if this makes it in. You know, for safety in marathon safe stuff. There's actually a lot of risky things you could do in this game, but you know, they're not all marathon safe, so that's why I don't do all the risky, fancy things. So anyway, yep, I bonked against the wall there. Sometimes you gotta be careful when you hit the wall when you're going super fast. You'll kind of like fly back far, and I went the wrong way here for whatever reason. I don't know why. That yellow thing is actually very useful that I used. It replenishes your shield for your ship. So if you're like down to one hit and you go through that, it will replenish your whole shield, which is great. I actually just found out what it does a couple of days ago actually, and I've been playing this game for a while. Alright, so Turbo Tunnel knockoff. You can just shoot these robot guys and you know, you kind of let those two pass because I don't bother killing all of them, so I'm not going for 100%. And then you move over to the right. If you don't move over, the game will kill you. And then you destroy some jelly donuts here. Now this part here, you got floating jelly donuts. They're kind of sort of flying towards you in a way. But at the same time, they're kind of not. The pattern's always going to be the same for them. You know, if you were to die in a stage, it's not going to change. So you just kind of just like, you know, fly around and shoot them. I find it easier just to kind of clear them out of the way so they don't hit me. And then you have more robot guys here, and we're gonna let those two just do their own thing here. And we have one more robot guy right here. And that's the end of the stage. Kimmy got away from us, so you know we still have to find her. You know, I tried like getting to her, like you know, kind of sort of touching her before like she like flies off the screen, but it does nothing. I tried. So we're heading to the next level here. I kind of take it easy here because bonking off the corners, you know, flying into them is not fun and it will push you back quite a bit. You might hit the wall behind you too. So let's not die trying to get to levels. That's never a good thing. So this level here, this level actually is a really good example of precise jumping, which is actually coming up in a little bit here. The spots I'm standing is just to avoid getting hit by those like blue laser things because those will kill you. Alright, so right here I'm like preparing myself for these jumps here. It's you know, jumping from down is not bad, but jumping up onto the platforms is actually not easy. It's very nerve-wracking. You're just kind of like, oh god, am I gonna make it? Okay, I made it. So it's all with the whole holding the jump button a little bit longer to get to it, a little bit shorter, etc. And we're pretty much at the end of the stage here. It's a very short stage, thankfully. The energized part for this stage is actually not fun. It's actually really difficult too, because you're on that like one piece of platform and it's just like, whoa. Alright, so heading off to the next section, you're actually going to see like a little shortcut happen when we get to it. Also, by the way, if you hit the yellow walls, it only does like 1 point of damage to your ship. As you saw before, the blue walls, if you hit those, it completely drains your ship. of like all the shield or health or whatever it has. So right here, I call it super bonk. We bonk there so we save 10 seconds from going through the maze itself actually. Just to get to the next level. It's a nifty time save really, and looks beautiful when you do it right. And not accidentally fly into the wall or hit the green bubble thing, like I've done so many times. So this level right here is also another good example of precise jumping. It actually comes a little bit later in this level. For this whole part here, it's actually not that bad. All you're doing is avoiding crushers, and then there's these like robot guys that come out. And the hitboxes on the robot guys are a little bit finicky, but they're not as bad as some of the other enemies in this game. So we're almost close to the the really jumpy, wow. The precise jumping part. It's actually coming up very soon. But for here, you're just dodging more crushers. They're very easy to dodge, but I would not recommend being so close to them. Alright, so right about here, these platforms right here, you see me moving upwards a bit and then jumping. If you're too low from the platform you're standing on, you try to jump on the next platform, you're most likely going to miss and you're going to fall to your death and you have to do the level again. Now right here we kind of let the level push me a bit to avoid getting eaten by that worm snake dude. And we jump again and we get the green spinnies and end the level right there. I actually have jumped off the edge there before and died. It's very heartbreaking when you do that. It was an accident, really. So, this maze section here, we're gonna actually do the super bonk again, without touching the blue walls or getting hit by that. So here's super bonk number 2. Now we have to be careful till we get to that healing spinny warp thing, which is coming up. So this is why I'm like kind of being careful. And now we're good to go. So we're off to the next level. It's more space maze, and it's actually not that bad getting through this maze part here. It's actually really easy. Well, at least for me, it's easy. But you just, you're going through and you see the 2 green bubbles. You shoot them, and then we're on our second stage. We're on to the stage before Ender Space Maze. Actually, this is the last level for Space Maze. So once again, you want to move out of the way so you don't get hit by the flame thing coming out of the tube there. I guess it's a flame. And I have a little dance party here because we made it through. Now that's one of 2 choices I actually do in this level. If I have trouble in this level, I'll energize. But the whole hitboxing I was talking about earlier, yeah, the hitboxes in this game are either really nice or not nice at all. So I actually do take a hit here because, I'm like 3 feet away from the dog and I still hit him somehow and I died. This game, I swear. But that's a good example of poor hitboxes in this game. Jumping is also another thing that involves like the hitbox of like the platforms you need to jump on. It's but yeah, I refuse to energize because the energize section actually does take a lot longer. However, you do get another power-up disc, which is useful, but like I said, the timing is just terrible for it. So, but this time here we make it past these guys, the dogs, I guess. They look like dogs, so we're calling them green dogs. And then there's one more green dog you have to jump over here. And then here's the first sight of the 1-up that we get that I just lost like 10 seconds ago. So anyway, we're done with Space Maze now, so we have to get out of Space Maze actually. If we were doing 100%, we would have to go through Space Maze and destroy the green bubbles. Also, if you notice too, if you look up the top left corner there, you see my score dropping. Your score drops in the maze sections. I don't know why exactly it does. So you kind of want to get through the Space Maze as quick as you can. I don't know why I didn't take the turn there, but it's okay. And Right here I take my sweet time because 9 out of 10 times I hit that bubble and I die. But here's the end of Space Maze. It's now technically considered its own level now, you know, after going through all the levels that we just went through. So now we have to go through the shoot 'em up part here. It's not terrible, you're just shooting these guys. It's not bad. You gotta dodge stuff too, obviously. You know, you gotta dodge, you know, the lasers, the ships, the walls actually too. There's this. If you go too far left, you'll hit the wall and you'll blow up. And I've done that before, and that's not fun. Also, I've crashed into the walls coming at me before. I crashed into these guys before. It's fun for the whole family, right? Yeah, other than that, there's nothing special about this stage. It's pretty much, you know, to get points. You do get extra lives if you collect enough points from each stage and each enemy that you kill. The game does not tell you, though, if you have more than 5 lives. It indicates that you have 5 lives, which is those, like, square icon things. But you don't know if you have more than 5 lives until you actually start seeing them disappear off the screen. So, welcome to Rock Escape Maze. This section is actually not too terrible. However, there is a good example coming up of why you shouldn't be on an angle through Rock Escape Maze. Right here, if you're on an angle and you know, if you don't react in time, you're gonna hit the edge and just fall off and lose a life. It happens. Angles are bad for Rock Escape Maze. They are the worst thing. They're one of the worst things in this game ever, actually. Also, those like triangle crystal things you see on the ground there. Those are ramps or jumps. So if you just like hit them, you'll do like a high jump, as you saw before. Actually, before I got killed accidentally, but it happens. But we want to avoid hitting them, at least for this section. So now we're up to the next level. Next level could be a bit of a nightmare, as the level is pretty much all your dark cells pretty much you're fighting. Well, you're not fighting them, you're just dodging them. So we want to stay in that top left corner there to avoid the laser and then jump. You gotta wait for your dark self to completely disappear before you jump to the right, otherwise you'll die from hitting the teleport part, I guess. I don't know what it's called. Now this part here with the jumping, you have to be at the very bottom of the platform and then jump. If you're up too high on the platform, you're gonna miss the jump somehow and you're gonna die. It's interesting, right? So we get another power up there, which we want, and we're pretty much this whole stage, other than like with the precise jumping on the platforms, you're just dodging your dark self pretty much. However, for this section, you don't want to energize. Actually, the energize section in this level alone is actually more of a nightmare than the level it is now. Because, you know, you have like your dark self trying to kill you, and then you have like the bigger version of your dark self trying to eat you, and there you go, he's trying to eat me, and you just kind of dodge him. I'm surprised his hitbox is not as big as you think it might be. But it's not, so you just kind of go behind him. And those guys right there, they're fakes. Don't worry about them, wait for them to disappear, get your extra life, and you are done with this level. Woohoo! We did it! We're almost done with the game, guys. I promise. Alright, so Rock Escape Part 2. There's, I think, 4 parts in total. So for this, you gotta jump over those, because if you don't, it'll just lead you to certain doom. Now we have these tan platforms to jump on, which aren't that bad, but you know, you kind of have to time your jumps a little bit. The jumping sections actually do get worse throughout the game. But this section here, there's a whole section to the left where you have to jump on these platforms, but here's a nice little 6-second time save right there, so we don't have to do that. So for this part here, if you actually jump on the second or third jumpy thing, you'll actually continuously keep on jumping. You'll jump all the way back to the beginning of Roller Escape Maze, so we don't want to do that. Now for this level, this is actually the hardest stage in the game whatsoever. At least for me, it's the hardest stage. Motorcycle chase. So obviously, you know, some kind of weird motorcycle in space. And, you know, you get to shoot the pigs, you get to shoot those little marshmallow guys. And, you know, you jump off of ramps here and you kill more pigs. You think it's all fine and dandy. It's like, oh, this won't look too hard. It's all about timing and killing certain pigs in your way, right? Wrong. You got a Ganon that appears out of the stage. He appears 3 times throughout the stage. And then the stage gets faster, like so. And you have to, you know, it's just, it's all timing. It's all timing. So this part right here, you want to be up and then you want to move yourself down. Don't move yourself too far up or down. You'll quote unquote fall off and you will die. Now right here, I aimed for that top pig first and then the one behind me. It's a lot easier doing it that way. If you wait until the pig behind you shows up, he's still going to aim for that top pig first and then the one behind you. So you're better off aiming for the top pig and then the one behind you. Now, unfortunately, I get killed right here. I get eaten by Ganondorf. It happens. It happens with the stage. It's whatever. You kind of have to just move on from that. Actually, beyond that too, I was right at the end of the stage, and you know, it's kind of heartbreaking when you die right at the end of the stage, pretty much. Excuse me. So anyway, we have to do the whole stage again because once again, as I said before, there are no checkpoints. Hooray! No checkpoints! Yay! Okay, so it's the same thing as before. Nothing's changed. Everything stays the same with all the stages, no matter how many times you die in them. Fortunately, I get killed right there. It's unfortunate, but it does happen. Like I said, it happens. It's only a video game. It is what it is. At least I could show off, like, oh, hey, you know, you could die easily here or here, whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna explain the end of this level while we're going through the level 3rd time. The very end of the level, you have Kimmy waiting for you. I don't know how she like got away from like all the minions and Borf, but you know, whatever. She's right there waiting for you. There's like a little platform you could go right behind her from. If you touch that platform, aka touching the very right of the screen, you'll die. The game considers it as oh hey, you just died. I mean, you're right at the end, but you touched the right edge here, so you're dead. And it's like, what? The first time I found that out, I was just like, I was surprised, and I was just like, what the heck? Why, game? It's like this stage is torturous enough. You don't have to like torture me anymore by like killing me from touching the right of the screen. Jeez, game. Don't worry, it won't happen during the marathon, I promise. So we're almost at the last section here again, where we got killed by Ganon the first time. We actually make it over, and boom, at the very end there's Kimmy. But yeah, that right edge is evil. Don't touch. Do not touch. You could touch Kimmy with your bike. You could do that. But you can't touch the right edge. So, this section here is more jumping sections. It's actually more time-precise jumping. See, right there, I jumped a little bit too late and I died. So, pretty much, don't jump too late, don't jump too soon, just jump at the right time. This is post-commentary, I actually died a couple of times in this part. I'm a little bit embarrassed by it, but it does happen. I mean, sometimes you just can't, like, you know, get to the right position you need to be at the right time, and it just happens. It's going to happen. I mean, at least in my books for this game, at least, there's no perfect run of this game. There really isn't. I mean, yeah, deaths will happen in this game, and it is what it is. I mean, you know, mistime your jumps, okay, fine, whatever, take the death. You do it again, okay, fine, whatever. After that, you're just kind of like, what the heck? What am I doing wrong here now? I thought I was jumping at the right part, but and see right there, I was kind of on an angle trying to adjust myself and kind of threw me off. Also too, if you're not spamming start, Borf will taunt you sometimes. A lot of the times I heard him say you will lose. He does say other stuff, and he does laugh at you, but you know, you don't usually see that because you know, you're just spamming start to, you know, try again. So here's all this fun jumpy parts here. It's like I said, it's all the time and all the preciseness and that. If you're off by a little bit, as you saw those 4 times there, you will die. So we're just about done with jumping, almost. We have another section to do actually before we get to the next level. Jumping on these tan platforms is a little bit tedious, especially when you have to like kind of like angle yourself a little bit in order to make it, and it's kind of hard really. But you know, we finally made it to the next stage after, you know, losing 4 lives there. Like I said, it is what it is, it happens. So on the water stage, pretty much you're dodging squids, you're dodging eels. You can shoot the squids, but you can't shoot the eels. Kimmy doesn't really have a hitbox in this stage, so if like a squid touches her, you're not gonna die, but if it touches you, you're gonna die obviously. So that's kind of a good thing with this stage, is that, you know, if something touches her, you're not gonna die. Your best bet for this stage to kind of sort of make it easy for you is to stay to the very left, like I am right here, and just, you know, dodging everything. Right here I thought I killed the upper squid there, and I didn't, so I got killed there. So now we're running on no lives, so now we're really in like man mode here, like, oh my god, you know, don't get hit, or that's it, end run. Yeah, we're just, you know, I'm just actually at this point being very careful now, you know, making sure I, you know, kill the squids and turn them into calamari as we go on through the stage. Also, the stage has pretty good music. This is the only time you hear this music from the stage too, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. You hear the deflated car horn level music over and over again. You hear it like 90% of the game. And then like the 10% is like different music. So we're dodging eels. More eels, I should say. Also for these squids actually right here that I'm shooting at, you can just shoot the top one and you'll be fine, yeah, as long as you're already at the top and left. Now this part here, you have to memorize where the eels are going to be. The purple one does not really indicate where it's going to come from, either top or bottom. The pattern is always the same. So, yeah, once you have the pattern memorized, it's not terrible at all. This is actually one of the easier stages I like. Except for getting killed by the squid there from before, but it happens. But the best way to get through this part here is to kill the 2 top squids there that you saw and just stay to the upper left. That is the best way you could do that stage without messing it up completely, unless you're doing 100%, obviously. So this last skate maze here, and you want to jump on that second jump there. If you jump on the first one, it's a short of a jump and you're not going to make it. This part coming up is actually a fizzard jump coming up. There's no indication where it is until you hit it, like there. That's the only, as far as I know, invisible jump there is. Now this game makes you do this. It makes you do like a 180 to go back around to hit that jump to get to the final level. It's a little bit tricky, but it's very doable. And then on the lone island there, you're on the final level. We're on Showdown. Woohoo! Finally. So, Kimmy gets captured once again, and I'm down to 0 lives still, so we have to be a little bit careful, but it's, you know, not too terrible. So we're jumping over Unicorn Lizard Men, and all of a sudden we got Borf coming out of nowhere shooting us. Pretty much, alright, let me explain this little part here real quick. This part here, if you don't energize that upper left platform, the game will force you to jump onto that. and then just push you off the edge. So pretty much the game kind of sort of takes you backwards, but then like it just pushes you off the edge to kill you, and the game is mean like that. It really is. And then right here, I kind of sort of get stuck behind that mirror, but I got out of it before the game could crush me. And now the game is going to be mean and make it look like you have to jump on that platform there. You don't have to jump on that platform. I don't even know if it's possible to jump on that platform. I've tried jumping on that platform and I've never made it. I always died every time. So anyway, right here, once Borf has his blue laser pointer thing at you before he shoots, you can just move out of the way. He's going to shoot where you were just standing. This jump right here over the four unicorn men is a little bit tricky and it's a little bit nerve-wracking. This jump here is a little bit nerve-wracking. So, we're finally at the final boss fight. The best fight ever in any video game. Not really. So all you have to do is have him point his laser right at the mirror there, and he shoots, and his shot repels off against the mirror and hits him. Luckily enough, the shots it takes to kill Borf, well, you're not really killing him, spoiler. It takes 13 hits total for him to be quote-unquote not dead, I guess I would say. Obviously, you have to jump over the laser unicorn man. You gotta dodge the shots. His shots do get faster the more times he gets hit, just like almost like any boss. And right here, I split a little bit late because I thought I died at first, but I didn't. So, this is the end of the game. Borf turns into a baby. That's great. 13 hits equals he's a baby now. So this is the end of Space Ace. Actually, the best ending part for this game is coming up in a little bit because I didn't spam start. So the planet Earth is safe for now. Blah blah blah. But Cammy thinks you could do better. Man, she's ungrateful. That is rough. Anyway, I'm Radioactive Rat. This is my submission video for AGDQ 2017, and I will see you all in January.